Hi, this is Karen at Snickerdoodle Designs. Over the past 2 weeks we've been taking a look at layer masks, and today we're going to continue, but we're going to add another tool, the gradient tool, to our layer masks and see how that can be helpful for us. We're going to look at two practical applications, the first being in compositing or blending two images together, and the second will be in layout creation. So let's get started. On my screen I have a photograph of a bird. This was taken in the Galapagos Islands, and then this is the beach that the bird was looking out at. And I'd like to blend those two images together. So what I'll do is make sure that my layer is active, my bird layer is active, come down to the bottom of the layers panel, click on the add layer mask icon to add a mask to that photograph. We're going to work with the gradient tool, as I said. So typically you might have your paint bucket tool showing here. Click on that triangle to access the gradient tool and click on that. And then up at the top, I want the black and white gradient. If that is not visible, you can click on that down pointing arrow to select it. And then again, I always am in the habit of clicking that mask just to be sure it's active. I'm going to position my cursor on the far right of the photograph and depress the left button on my mouse and drag into the photograph about halfway. And then when I get to the desired position, just release my mouse. And the gradient is applied. You can see that on the mask, and the two photographs are blended nicely. If I wanted that a little bit more of a blend, I could just bring this in a little further, so you can add on to your mask as you like. You can drag from the lower, from the top, however you like, until you get the look that you want. And that's just really how simple it is. Now you can click the reverse if you like, and sometimes you can get some rather interesting looks with that. A little more transparent look. Now this is applied a gradient over here on the left part. So again, it depends on what look you're going for. So just continue to play with it until you're happy. If you don't like what you have done, I could Control Z to undo that. Or if you've just gone way beyond and want to start all over again, just right click on your mask and hit delete layer mask. And your photograph is back where it was, because masking, as we remember, is non-destructive, and that's one of the awesome things about it. So really that's all there is. It's so super simple. It's just really fun to play with. So let's take a look at a layout that had a gradient applied to it. This layout was created by Norma. She's a member of my creative team, and she took a paper from my kit Follow Your Heart, the background paper. She put her black and white photograph on top of it, and then she used a gradient to blend it into the background paper. You can see she got a really nice smooth transition. She then changed the blend mode of the photograph to multiply so that you could see some of the texture of the paper come in the background that was on her photograph. She went ahead then and completed the layout, and it looks really lovely. I think she did a fabulous job on it. And that's really all it is. It's so super simple, just a lot of experimentation, playing around until you get the look that you like. Next week we're going to talk about adding a mask to a mask, and that'll be really fun. So I hope you'll come back, and in the meantime experiment with masks. Thanks, I'll see you next week.